Sixth place then was Brandon Walther. Seventh, Mason Gonzalez. Eighth was Trey Fager. Ninth place position there in the qualifying race was Hardy Munoz. 10th was Kobe Hefner. And here we go. Early lead after the VP Holeshot. It'll be that 34 machine. Jarrett Fry. Jeff Hines is your leader, and as you pointed out there, one rider off the track. What's going on there?
Guys having some problems. Looking for the start right now, and he's going to get it. Furman Sissamara, once again, has been unbelievable off the gate. He'll gate out now in about that second spot. So rider number 18 up in there with a mission. But again, this is the first good hole shot Jarrett Fry has got, and it's going to be tough for the riders to hang on to him. He's been able to advance through the pack and to the front pretty easily. He's got the start he's been looking for right now.
Well, Jesse Flock not getting off to the start that he was looking for. He took the win in the qualifying session yesterday. But here we are in the main events, and it looks like so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots or 8 spots back. We'll check back in with him in just a moment, figure out exactly where he's at right now. Let's check in with Wes Kane at the Yamaha podium.
All right, Caden Braswell,
Max Miller gets a good start. Jesse Flock in that second spot. Mace Gonzalez in the top 5, and we take you to the Yamaha podium.
All right, thank you. Congratulations, Caden Braswell, finishing third. Tell me about it.
It was good. I got off to a good start, and then I just put my head down and went. It was hard to pass like it always is here at Videos, but I'm happy with my ride and put my head down for the next moto.
Who do you want to thank?
The Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. My mom, my dad, my trainer Justin, Sam, Alpine Star, Chorley Designs, Orange Brigade, Hope, Nate, Chorley Designs, Oakley, and FMF, GPF. Thank you guys.
Congratulations, Caden Braswell. Good job out there. Finishing up in third. Caden Niffen, come on up here. We got the silver for you. Silver medalist. Come on up here. Silver medalist in the Olympics. Caden Niffen, come up front. Tell me about your race.
It was a pretty good race. I think I got about a third place start there, and then I was thinking my teammate Chandler, he was right behind me the whole time, and then Caden Braswell just came out of nowhere. I didn't even know he was behind me actually, and then just tried to put a charge on. I just got a front row seat of Nick and him battling the whole time. It was freaking crazy. They were just going back and forth, and I was thinking like one of them's going down for sure because I don't even know how many times they pass each other. But I was watching it the whole time, and but yeah, good race though. Shout out to the whole EBR team, Monster Energy. Dunlop tires hooking up great. Yamaha, EBR, Tucker, Altus, Answer, 100%, Garnet, Arai, my mechanic Derek. To everyone, thanks so much. Gotta thank God, my mom and dad, and my whole family, and my grandma. Thank you.
Congratulations out there, Caden Niffen, finishing up second. And now your Schoolboy 2, 12 to 17 champ, come on up here. Cullen Park. You're late. Congratulations, jump in the front right there. Get that #1 plate from Mike Burkeen. Hold it up high. Cullen Park, trading pain out there. Tell me about your race.
Yeah, man, I kind of blew it in the 2BDB Limited this morning with a crash, but I just put that one behind me, and man, my opening laps on that race, I was so excited to be up front, and I almost threw it away, but at the end, I came through, and 411 wanted to ride aggressive with me yesterday, so I just gave it back to him, and I came out to win, man. I am stoked.
Who do you want to thank?
Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. My mom and dad, my mechanic Chris has absolutely worked his butt off for me. JMS for building me a motor to keep me up there. BTO Sports, Oakley, Answer, Dunlop tires hooking up great out there. Alpine Star, EVS, Twin Air, 60 helmets, PSD underwear. Man, Active Ride for giving me some great suspension, and whoever else I forgot, thank you so much. Oh, and SLR Rifle Works, and everybody else I forgot, thank you so much.
All right, Cullen Park, job well done. You get some of that, spray it on your fans over there, and we're going back to the skybox to Rodney and my man.
I got to say, that was pretty good right there. I mean, Cullen Park not even realizing who the competition is. All he knows is that 411 was riding rough with him yesterday. He was going to give it back today. That's Nick Romano.
Good stuff. 458 class back out there again, living the dream. A great run out there. Jared Fry, rider number 34, keeps the bike out in front. Flock has worked really hard to make his way up into that second spot.
Yes,
Max Miller in tow has gone right there with him. And another KTM pilot, that'd be Parker Mashburn, now makes his way way to the 4th spot. Hardy Munoz, the Husqvarna Mounted rider in the top 5. 6 through 10 with Steve Roman, Brandon Walter, Kobe Hefner, Pierce Knight, and now Michael Clark, rider number 99. He's getting some heat. All right, winding it up. Here comes Hardy Munoz. He again sits in that top 5, but has closed the gap up on Parker Mashburn. He's caught him up in the corner right there, and he's taking a shot at him, Rodney. Here we go.
Well, we'll see if he can unload that one. He was very tight in this one, and still trying to make that pass around. Let's reassess it up front after 5 now. Fry and Flock, man. He was about 7th, 8th place position when they came by, maybe 10th place when they came by in front of the announcer's tower on lap number 1. He worked his way into like 4th, then the 3rd, now up to a 2nd place position. Miller now in the number 3 spot, the 604, Parker Mashburn and Hardy Munoz.
Yeah, so Max Miller doing a good job for you right there, not just sitting back and studying those lines, but capitalizing on what he's learning for those faster riders that just passed him up. So he's trying to close the gap up on Jesse Flock, but a big gap right there, as you say, man. 6 seconds plus right there that our leader, Jarrett Fry, is sitting on. And you can see it. It's a full straightaway and then some.
7:31. Stevie Roman back in the number 6 spot. Brandon Walter in 7th. Pierce Knight is 8th. Kobe Hefner 9th. And Michael Clark rounds out your top 10 in this. And we saw the 281 of Karsten. He's back in 16th. We saw him down over there a few moments ago. A little shaken up. We saw some red cross flags and some yellow flags, but he got back up, remounted the machine, and back into the race. Back up front, though, Jared Fry looking at an 8-second lead, as you pointed out there, Jeff Hines and Jesse Flock. Just over 2 seconds over Max Miller. So I'm thinking right now that, barring no major miscues or problems, Fry and Flock should have their positions locked up. However, Miller, Mashburn, and Hardy Munoz, this could get interesting.
I think right now you're right, Rodney. Fry is going to beat Fry if he, throws himself into a problem. That could be the deal, but right now he's got a big gap right there. You're talking 6-7 seconds. That's a huge gap on a supercross track like this.
Leader in front of the announcer's box on the front stretch now on that 34, Jared Fry. Here comes your 2nd place right now. That is Jesse Flock. And this is the battle for 3rd place position. 604, Max Miller. And look at the shadows that he's carrying with him. The 628 of Parker Mashburn and Hardy Munoz. 3-way shootout for 3rd place, rolling through these final laps of racing. I think we'll see a white flag this time around.
Man, nobody's hit that corner like Parker Mashburn did right there, showing you just how bad he wants to get back up in there and get that pass in on Max Miller. That pass right there by Miller must have stung a little bit.
Actually, I think we're going 10 laps in this one, if I'm not mistaken. This might be a 12-lap race, not sure.
Look out for Hardy Munoz, rider number 74, still hanging back in there. Another one of the Husqvarna Mounted riders who's had great success here in this 450A class. This race 16 on the track. We got 17, your senior plus 45 class. They'll be coming up for you. And time is running out. Not a whole lot of laps left in this one. Again, Jared Fry, that amazing start, and he's built us over a 7-second lead right now. Coming down the front straightaway on a Monster Energy Kawasaki, Yamaha rides. Astounded by his speed out there. I can't even spit the words out.
I saw Miss Beverly grabbing some flags. I thought she was getting a white flag, but actually it was the halfway point she was indicating to these riders, as we are looking at a 12-lap race out here. We're on lap number 8 right now. So we still got a few laps to go, and Fry and Flock still maintaining very steady paces. We see now over 10-second lead for first and approaching that 3-second gap back to the number 3 spot. But things still somewhat tight between Max Miller, Parker Mashburn, and Hardy Munoz. I don't think we can count this one as over yet. Another rider that I think we should watch out for is Stevie Roman. I think that he might have something late in the race for these guys.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Suzuki Mounted rider just kind of lurking back there, I would say. Here comes Fry. I tell you, he's had some great lines on the inside. He's kept out of sight of the rest of the riders. Again, capitalizing on that great start. He'll line up our front straightaway in this rhythm section one more time again. And a long, lanky rider has really used those long legs to his advantage out here on this course.
Well, it looks like right now Max Miller may have a little breathing room as Parker Mashburn is feeling the heat more from Hardy Munoz. As we visually check that out, they all three look to be about in the same position. Wait a minute, Munoz is closing that gap up on Mashburn now.
That's right. Hardy Munoz ready to go for the full breadth of this battle. He's closed up in there, caught him up on the corner. He's going to try to take a shot at him in that next bowl turn. So again,
he's locked and loaded. Here we go, ready to take the shot.
That's right. Miller may be trying to, you know, hang tough right there and hold off the class that's trying to be thrown down there by Parker Mashburn, but Mashburn better keep an eye on his back door right there as Hardy Munoz is trying to put a pass on both of them.
And look at that, 2 lines on the inside of that. Munoz going to the extreme inside of that option line there, and not able to capitalize. But boy, I tell you, showed Max Miller he is there. And
He
Max
flew it off that big signal, Rodney. I'll tell you what, he's got to know that Hardy's right up in there, means business. He put some good lap times together. And again, while he may not be up on the podium, he's going to make a run at it and let him know he was there and giving it his 100% effort.
Beauty of it is Mashburn is not being shaken any whatsoever. He's under pressure and under fire, but you cannot tell it. He is riding with such confidence. He does look over to see where the 75 is and how far back he is. But as we roll through lap number 10 now, a couple of laps of racing left to go, and nearly into this conclusion of lap number 10.
Mashburn and Munoz, some of the fastest laps they've had throughout the super final right here, as they are wanted bad. They're down in the 107 range right now, trying to get it done, but they're going to run out of time. But what a battle we've got going on. So still the final spot, the bronze, excuse me, looks like the bronze going to be up for grabs out here on this Supercross event.
Oh, trying it again. He went to the extreme inside of the option line. Gained a little bit of time, but I tell you, oh, look at this.
Whammo! Just what I'm talking about, brother.
Threaded that
Look at
needle.
him.
And now it's a drag race into that second turn region to see who can establish himself a little stronger. Will Munoz be able to make it happen? Mashburn, which is it? It is going to be Munoz for the moment. Mashburn now has got to reassess the situation and start firing back. And here he goes, locked and loaded. They're side by side.
Something's got to happen out there. Max Miller still super smooth right there. Looks like Miller is going to have that medal that they're fighting over, but it ain't over yet.
Mashburn regaining, at least for the moment, that fourth place position away from Munoz. Back up front, we still got that great stuff going on. White flag out as we head to the Thor final lap. We see that bat Mercy.
Oh, parked him. And the Thor last lap with a white flag out, and Jared Fry making his way through here. Solid win and a great performance. A Holeshot wire-to-wire run, 450 A-class win going to be coming up for him.
Mercy. Munoz taking himself completely out of this one there. And you heard the cheers of the crowd. Oh, I knew something had happened whenever that went down.
Instant.
So our new assessment here after 11 laps, heading to the Thor final lap. Jared Fry, Jesse Flock, Max Miller, Parker Mashburn solidly in fourth. Brandon Walter now fifth. Steve Roman is sixth. Pierce Knight in seventh. Eighth place, Hardy Munoz aboard the number 74. Kobe Hefner is ninth, and Michael Clark rounds out your top 10.
Second. Miller can have it covered. Looks like that's a pretty good gap in third right there. Parker Mashburn's done everything he could. He's held off all kinds of charges for people trying to get up in there.
You know what I witnessed out of Mashburn? He looked a lot like what I saw the style of Colin Park riding, not being pushed whatsoever. And the checkers fly here for Jared Fry as he takes the win in the 458 class, one of our premier events and races right here at the Mini-O's in 2019, and Jared Fry proving to be one of the strongest riders out there on the track. Flock in second, Max Miller will take third. They'll be heading over to the podium to see our own Wes Kane. We got Parker Mashburn in fourth, and Brendan Walder rounding out the top five. A look at that pro circuit results board sees Steve Roman in sixth, Pierce Knight in seventh, Hardy Munoz in eighth, Kobe Hefner ninth, and Michael Clark to round out the top 10. Senior 45 plus class coming.